There's so many new games and so many new consoles and so many pre-orders so close together. How am I gonna get all the money to get all these games?
Well, you can do what you've been thinking of and start a podcast just like the Side Project Podcast, who has been having tremendous success with sponsorships who just gladly give them the stuff for free.
Wait a minute. Who is this?
This is your conscience. I'm deep inside of you.
Deep inside? I don't want anybody deep inside of me.
I've been here all along. Just listen to me. I know what's right for you.
I don't think I have the chops for a podcast.
Well, you could always do what Juicebox did. Instead of doing an Only Toads, you could actually start an Only Beards account where you give out tips on how to grow a beard.
Wait a minute, Juice, is that you?
Goddamn right.
Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Let's do this. All right. How's everybody doing? It sounds like the Lion King thing, right? I don't know the lyrics. Do you know the lyrics?
Nobody knows the damn
Nobody
lyrics.
knows the goddamn lyrics,
But
man.
it's with the hand out, though, because he's holding the...
Something.
Astilenia. That's the only thing I remember about
it.
it. That's the only thing I remember is Astilenia, whatever that means in whatever language. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Side Project Podcast.
People.
And
ladies,
if anybody
gentlemen.
is watching this live right now, we're actually live streaming the first couple minutes of this episode that you're watching right now on the YouTubes or listening on wherever you're listening.
Spotify, all that
yeah,
good
we're live
stuff.
streaming it right now. I don't know how long. Shout out to everybody over there that's watching the live stream. I don't know how long we're gonna live stream it, but you're catching.
Give him a little wink.
Give him a little wink.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man, dude, 42 people's nipples just got hard off that wink right now. Nipples just colder than a witch's tit.
Colder than a
witch's tit right
man.
now.
Damn.
I don't know how long we're gonna be live streaming this, so but yeah, you guys are getting a behind the scenes look of next week's episode while we're filming it live right now. Anyway,
And just in case anybody wanted to see kind of like a zoomed in, like
just
massive arm
right
just
there.
hanging
Look at
out
that.
right there.
Oh damn. So excuse us if you're watching this on YouTube right now and we keep looking down. We're watching the live stream.
One of the old shop names.
Oh, I know. I got one too. People don't know. We got a THC right here because it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. We're not going to waste the time on that. Right now, you're watching this video, but during this actual recording in real time for us was the PS5 showcase. The reveal for the prices and some new games and everything. And what did we get?
I mean, did you really consider it a reveal with everything going on?
No, I mean, that's why they labeled it as a showcase. You know what I mean? They labeled it as a showcase. It wasn't really a reveal. They labeled it as a showcase. But we got the prices, man. The
Finally.
PS5 physical. $499. Competing with the Xbox Series X, which is also $499.
Digital $399.
Digital's $399. November 12th, we got the release dates. November 12th, 2 days after Xbox.
It's going to be open on U.S., Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, South Korea.
And then November 19th for the rest of the world. I like how they just go, and the rest of the world. They don't. No labels or anything. It's just like, when's the PS5 coming out? November 12th. Oh, is it coming out for me? Well, I don't know. Are you in this
Not
area?
really.
No. When does it come out for me? November 19th for the rest of the world. Just get it when it comes out. Pre-orders are available now if you're watching this episode. But for the live streamers, it's available tomorrow. No, September 17th. I was going to say November 17th. September 17th.
It'd be nice, right?
Dude, it opened with Final Fantasy 16, which to me, I don't know if I'm going to hurt any feelings here, but to me, it didn't look that great.
No,
The graphics look like
older
PS3,
graphics, right?
PS4.
Old gen graphics.
Yeah, like the beginning PS4 graphics. That's just, it's just me, man. It's just my opinion, dude.
Well, I mean, also, you got to understand, like, I know you understand, it's just like when they live stream the events, we're only allowed, like, 1080p at max.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. So
maybe I guess we have to wait for the actual.
Yeah. Which I'm sure they also
like
put
clips.
the trailer. The trailers are up right now. I'm sure they're all up on YouTube. We didn't look, but we all know that they're up on YouTube already.
But
so I wonder if you watch the
let's just
trailer, if
say-
it's in 1080 or
let's just
4K
say
or
that
whatever, and maybe it looks better
Let's just
than
say
the live
that
stream.
my information was coming off of this live stream. Like that's what I'm basing my thoughts of, like Xbox, PlayStation.
Yeah, because
what
this is
what
right
exclusive.
after we watched the live stream and then we hit record on this episode, man. But it's funny because, like, I don't know, dude. We were talking to the CEO of the Game of Nerds, right? Shout out to her, Shannon. and she was talking to us about actually, I don't want to out certain things, but we're just talking about other outlets and stuff, such as like the Nerdist and I'm saying now IGN and Game, not GameStop, GameSpot, and like how they report on things and they do certain things. And you guys got to remember, like a lot of these times, these companies, these bigger companies, they're sponsored or they get paid to say certain things. Whereas, and I'm not trying to like sound cocky or toot our own horn. Whereas someone like us, like we're gonna give you the real and authentic, our actual opinions. You know what I mean? Because we're gamers, we're actual real gamers. Not to say that any of these other companies, this is coming off horrible right now. We just absolutely butchered any sponsorships from any of these companies. We just shit on all these journalists. IGN's like, fuck these guys for life now. We just fucked this whole thing up. But I'm just saying, okay? It's true, though. Am I right?
I think what
like,
you're
it's true. Some of these companies get paid to say certain things, man.
Okay, so I guess that's what you're trying to get at. We're actually coming from like a personal consumer standpoint
just like
versus the people who are actually running the companies.
We're not getting paid to say the things that we say.
Maybe that's where we're at the liberty. We have the point right now, or the liberty to say what we feel when we feel it. And a lot of people could relate to that. Some people agree with it. Some people are not.
And I like those companies that do sponsorships and are okay with that person just being that person, whether it's bad, good, somewhere in between, you know?
And I think
for the live streamers, you guys are going to get a lot of hand movements up close and personal, man. Who waved, by the way? Go ahead,
I think that was Beyond Death Streak.
Hey, not to just like shit on them or just say that it's all paid, because we don't know what's paid and what's not. You know what I mean? And some of these guys are actually just, or girls, are just giving their actual opinions. Yeah. But anyway, this is not about IGN, but I'm just saying IGN did report that the graphics were gorgeous and they looked impressive for Final Fantasy. And I'm just not sure. I'm not certain what you saw that we saw, but I didn't think that. But anyway, for the Final Fantasy fans out there that do love it, it's back to like a medieval fantasy style. Yeah. That's apparently what people were hoping for. I don't have too much to
from what I was seeing, from what I was looking at, a lot of the people were actually hoping for a Final Fantasy VII like part 2 or like a remake type of situation.
Oh, I did see they were looking for some more remakes, but I mean,
there was
would you be happy that you got a new one instead of remakes with all these ports and remakes coming out everywhere? You know what I mean? I'm not a big Final Fantasy guy, so I can't comment any further about it. But you know what I can comment further about? Even though I also haven't played the other one, but I'm a huge Marvel fan, and the Spider-Man Miles Morales stuff came out, dude.
Finally, dude.
Yeah, November 12th, launching with the PS5, so that's cool. And dude, it's only $50.
Well,
according to what IGN said,
$50 for the base model. Then there's going to be $70 for the Ultimate Edition, like Special Edition, which is actually going to be really dope, because for an extra $20, you're essentially going to get like I think it was a remaster of the PlayStation 4 model.
Yeah, the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man, the Insomniac Spider-Man, the one that's
essentially
about Peter Parker.
You get 2 games for $70.
Yeah, dude, getting that 100%. Why not? You know what I mean? The gameplay looks great if you ask me. The cinematics look great if you ask me. I know previously in an episode,
I like the Brooklyn setting.
Before
Harlem setting,
before somebody comes and goes back and looks at one of our episodes and shits on me for shitting on Spider-Man, I did say that when I first saw the Miles Morales trailer back in the day, that I didn't see anything that wowed me. All right?
Yeah.
That's how I felt at that time. Guess what? Opinions change. Okay?
And we always say,
viewpoints change.
Yeah, and we always do say, that as of right now, we haven't seen anything. Maybe they'll change our mind later on with more gameplay reveal, etc.
Yeah. When I felt that way at that time. And now I feel this way today. Ooh.
Yeah, and then you gotta also think too, though, like I totally lost my train of thought.
It's all good. It's all good, man. To me, this time, this trailer and this gameplay showed more so the graphical capabilities of the PS5, and I think that, I mean, the Insomniac Spider-Man game for PS4, it looked great too. You know what I saw? I didn't play it. I don't have a PS4, but as you guys know, I've said it a million times. If you don't know, now you know. I am gonna get a PS5 this time, as well as an Xbox and all that. We'll talk about that later though. So I'm stoked. I really want this. It comes out at launch. I'm gonna get it because I want to play the other Spider-Man first, and then I'll jump into Miles Morales. Miles plays differently than Peter.
Yeah, and I think this is like year 1 or something like that, if I wasn't mistaken, of like
Miles.
a year into Miles Morales.
Again, forgive us for our ignorance, because neither of us played the Spider-Man one. It's not that we didn't want to. We do want to. We just haven't got around to it, and we don't have a PS4 right now. So, but I believe that Miles is also in the previous Spider-Man game.
Yeah.
Again, people are probably screaming at
this. if I'm not mistaken, and if I heard it right, it's
like a venture.
It's 1 year into him being
into
like
Miles being Spider-Man. Once we play it, we'll know 100%. I don't want any spoilers. I haven't watched any other than like little gameplay things because we got to talk about it. Yeah. But I don't want to get like hardcore into it because I want to play it myself. You know what I'm saying? But apparently Miles plays, for the people that know, that have played the game, then you know. Miles plays different than Peter. He moves different. He's got his combos are different. I like the bus when it was falling. He's like, and he was like grabbing them and he was pulling up the classic.
I got a little Iron Man feel when I saw that, to be honest with you.
Yeah, dude.
When he was pulling the bridge together.
I got a little PTSD on top of it. I was like, oh god, fucking RDJ's gone.
I like how in the camera
it's fucking gone, man.
I like how in the camera it shows one view and then on the live stream it's showing like.
Oh yeah, for the people that are, which by the way, did you see that? There's all this speculation. Sidebar for the MCU that RDJ could come back as Iron Man. It's done.
I don't know if I want it. Yeah,
we all know it's done, and RDJ confirmed it. It's done, you guys. It's done.
Yeah, and even if it could come back, I don't know if I want to see that anymore because that kind of changes like my point of view on how it ended. Then it's just like a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't want that. So yeah, if you played the previous Spider-Man, you kind of know what you're gonna get in a sense with Miles Morales, and you should be stoked because I'm stoked and I haven't even played it. What I do kind of like is the PSPlus Collection,
PlayStation Plus,
a library of all the PS4 games, your entire collection available at launch. That's dope. But
you want me to say it?
Go ahead, you go, take it.
I honestly don't like the fact that if you're going to announce a PlayStation Plus collection, which is like, obviously dope for us to be able to play PlayStation 4. What about like the classic games like like PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 and 3? Anybody who like wanted to replay one of those games if they don't have that system.
Exactly.
Because you know what happens over time, you lose the system.
Yeah.
You upgrade and you don't
or maybe
really
if you're not a collector, then you sell it, you trade it in, to get money towards another console, or like I just said, you sell it on OfferUp or Craigslist or something like that. So if you don't care about having that actual console after that console's run is over,
you lose that.
Yeah, you lose the ability to play those games. And I'm one because unfortunately I haven't had a PS3 and I haven't had a PS4. So I'm a couple generations behind as far as PlayStation goes. I got a PS2 in my collection, but I don't have a PS3 and a PS4. So like I said, I'm behind. So I want to play, But I do think that it's cool. Not going to shit on them right at the back. Because as you guys know, we keep it fair here. We keep it. If you keep seeing me wave to the people on YouTube, I'm waving to the people on the live stream. Okay? They're probably like, what the fuck's he waving at? Is there Ant-Man over there? Ant-Man is here. Actually, you know what? Okay, this is another thing. We didn't want to tell you guys. We got Paul Rudd in the studio today. He doesn't want to come on camera because
he's a little shy.
He's like, and also his his agent really got mad at us. He was like, you got to pay. We were like, well, we don't. We're just starting out. We don't have the money. You know what I mean? But Paul is a friend of ours, and he's a good guy. He's here. He's off. He's hanging out, but his agent won't let him come on camera. It's a whole thing. But I digress. So yeah, I'm cool with that. We're not going to shit on it. We like PlayStation. We like Xbox, and there's things that we like about both and each, and blah 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 blah. So I do think it's cool the PS4 games are coming, but I want PS1, 2, and 3. You know what I mean?
Hopefully down the line they get it together and they bring it on. Maybe if they get enough people responding to this video and like tagging PlayStation stuff like that, just kind of
tag them because clearly the Side Project is the only podcast that matters with our opinions and what we're doing here for Xbox and PlayStation.
That's not where I was going with that, but okay.
But you know what? Since we were talking about Miles Morales, I want to take a little break from talking about the games. And I want to get into this week's Cosplay of the Week. Ooh, and for the live streamers. Hold on. For the live streamers, you guys aren't going to be able to see this. So unfortunately, this is where we say goodbye for you guys. This week's Cosplay of the Week goes to Ace versus Spidey. And that's true. Hit him with the underscores, man.
Ace _versus _Spidey.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Ace and Spidey.
And I'm going to throw it up on the screen right about double hands with this one. And
should have hit him with the T-Rex.
Miles Morales, Spider-Man. Since we were talking about Spider-Man on the PS4 and PS5, it's only right that we give a shout out to Aces versus Spidey in his Miles Morales Spider-Man cosplay. And this looks amazing, dude. And he's from Toronto, Ontario.
Making up whole new countries,
just making up places, man. Toronto, Ontario. He is in Canada. For those that are like, what is that?
He's Canadian, eh?
He's Canadian, man. This looks great.
Amazing, dude. The whole shot, honestly, and this is something that we praise time and time again, and this is why we started Cosplays of the Week, because like people take the time, they dedicate themselves, they sit here, who knows how many shots he had to sit there and take to get this. Yeah. But like the angle, everything, dude, like the frame, the buildings in the background, the suit itself, it looks great, dude. The red, dude. It really pops, especially dude. Around the chest.
You know what I like? I like the popping on the fingers. Even more than I like the chest. I just like that look.
So you're
the way
a fingers
that it looks.
guy.
I'm a fingers guy, man. You know?
I'm more of a chest guy.
Solid fingers. Anybody that knows old school YouTube knows that. The eyes, the big eyes.
Yes,
I love that, dude.
Because I see a lot of Spider-Man that, and it's like obviously like everybody has their own style, different adaptations. But like there's some that have like the smaller eyes.
Yeah, the smaller ones. I
love when they have the bigger eyes.
Yeah,
like
it looks great.
Yeah.
The Spidey symbol right there on the chest.
Dude,
you know,
that's
the logo.
amazing,
Boom,
dude.
love it. I wish I could see a back shot of this too, dude. I want to see the actual back. You know,
hey, Ace, he wants to see your backside, man.
Hey, man. But yeah, no, you know, I want to see the back on the logo as well, what that looks like.
Yeah, because I feel that's a huge importance to it, too. Yeah, like, it ties the whole suit together.
There's probably a picture on his Instagram, and if you want to go check that out, once again, it's Ace_versus_Spidey. Oh, yeah, and the photographer. Because, like we said, this is a great shot. It really is a great shot, dude, with the crane in the background and everything. It, like, reminds me of the Spider-Man game. You know what I mean? It really does. The photographer, shout out to Fam Photographs on Instagram, and that is spelled that is spelled PHAM Photographs on Instagram. So you guys, go check out both of those people, but especially go check out Ace_versus_Spidey for his Miles Morales Spider-Man cosplay. Ace, your cosplay of Spider-Man is amazing.
I try to do the whole
It's the Amazing Spider-Man. Actually, it's not because it's not Peter Parker.
Yeah, that's what I was
It's the Miles Morales Spider-Man.
You can still say it like that.
Hey, one of the other games that the PlayStation Showcase showed that I'm actually stoked about, which
super excited
I saw a lot of people mixed things. Even IGN, they were like not very stoked about it. You know what I mean? Is the Hogwarts Legacy based off of Harry Potter, obviously. Yeah. And again, not too much information as with this entire showcase, which probably, my guess, is over the weekend before this episode actually airs. More information will come out on certain things and this and that. I'm guaranteeing it, you know? Yeah. But this is set in the 1800s. Supposedly you're going to be able to create your own character. Yeah.
So I actually wanted to, that's actually one thing that I was going to talk about, because like while we were watching the trailer, I was like, I hope that somehow they let somebody become like a Voldemort or like a Slytherin house. Yeah.
I wonder what it's going to be. Is it going to be?
Because if it lets you create your own character, you should also be able to create kind of the route. I don't know
where you want to go.
Yeah, I know most of these games are based off of like trying to do good and defend, right? But my whole thing is like, if you're gonna have a game where you could create your own Hogwarts student, I want to be like a young Voldemort.
I want to do right. Yeah, what if I want to go a bad way? You know, like a villainry way, or a good
Professor
way, or this
Snape
way. You know what I mean?
Whatever his name
I
is.
suppose obviously a lot of magical shit going on. You'll be able to tame beasts was one of the things that it said.
Not me necessarily, because I won't be in there. You know,
I can't be tamed. I wonder. I mean, we could honestly, if you want to be honest, like we could create like a straight to the point, or for those that don't know what a straight to the point is, because we haven't done one in a while, it's on our Instagram. Go check it out and you kind of fill yourself in. I'm not gonna waste the time here. We could do like a straight to the point that goes straight to IG, or we could even talk. I mean, I got a lot to say about the Hogwarts Legacy, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? Like, is it gonna be an open world? What kind of style of a game is it gonna be? Is it gonna be like a World of Warcraft, like an Elder Scrolls Online? You know, what's it gonna kind of be like?
And that's the things that I love and hate about these, I guess, showcases or reveals, is that sometimes we don't always get full information, because like he just said, is it going to be like an open world game?
Yeah.
Like,
and I get it. They want to leave more speculation and more of this, but sometimes it's like, give me just a little bit more information.
So here's my issue. In a month you drop, and I know, so the release date for this is set to what, 2021, if I'm not mistaken?
I didn't write one down. I'm so sorry. I didn't write one down for the Hogwarts Legacy. While you look that up, I'll just talk a little bit about it. Like, I'm really, like what he said, like for instance, if you play World of Warcraft, or if you play ESO or anything like that, then you know you have different factions that you can align yourself with and things like that. Even in the new Shadowlands expansion coming for WoW, you have covenants that you can align yourself with. So I wonder if, just like what Harry Potter movie, don't they have 3 or 4 different?
They have Gryffindor, Slytherin, and I forgot the other one.
You know who's really, really, really big and knowledgeable on Harry Potter? Is Jar of Retro. Mike.
Oh, yes.
Mike is really. So you know what? Maybe we'll do a straight to the point or a special episode, or we'll talk about Hogwarts Legacy more, because we don't have too much information. It's just like speculation. Yeah. But when's it coming out?
2021 is all
sometime in 2021.
We just didn't get it.
Supposedly, this has been a game that has been rumored for like 5+ years. You know, the graphics didn't look amazing.
But it did enough to capture me to want to be damn.
Because I like the lore of Harry Potter, and I'm interested in.
And that's what I was going to say. I don't know if
I'm
I'm gonna get it just based off of the nostalgia factor. Because like growing up in middle school, we used to get points for reading, and it was actually part of like how we got like an English class or something like that, right? How we advanced, and I used to read all the Harry Potter books because they were such huge books, and I got so many points for them, and that turned into me just actually liking Harry Potter. I can't tell you how many times that it was announced, and I was like a little kid. I was gonna grab my popcorn, soda's ready, boom, I'm watching it. So I'm excited for that. But
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings? Which takes the cake for you more? Movie-wise.
Oh, because I was like, I got all the cake. So, like, I know I'm in stiff competition with Mas Mateo because he's, like, a different type of thick, you know?
Yeah.
We'll discuss that later. Maybe get him on the episode or something like that. But, honestly, that's real tough. I have really fond memories with both. And I read those books for Lord of the Rings as well.
Like
I can't make a choice.
Like Mas Mateo's a little bit more Calvin Klein. You're more like big and tall store.
I'm not so much tall, dude. I was gonna say
I know that was a late joke. That was a late joke, but
I'm a plus size model. That's what I like to say.
It's all good, dude. Plus size need love too, Craig. Go ahead.
You fucking dick.
But yeah, no, I'm stoked
honestly,
for this. Sorry we're spending so much time on it. We are actually genuinely, I'm stoked to see this Hogwarts Legacy, dude. And
I purposely,
is it going to be multiplayer? Is it going to be MMO, multiplayer online?
My size because like my shirts, if
dude,
you guys
the
haven't
Reptar
noticed,
shirt, by the way, dude.
Yeah.
Nice fucking Reptar shirt,
you know where
dude.
This is from?
Nice fucking shirt, bro.
You know where this is from?
From Rugrats.
Yes.
Yeah, dude.
Oh, my shirts keep getting smaller to show off my size.
Fucking yes, Jimmy.
But no, like, jokes aside, honestly, that's an even split for me. I can't give you a definitive answer, and I'm not going to sit here and just for whatever give you an answer.
I lean a little bit more towards Lord of the Rings. And,
why, you think it was more like...
Let's do next week's episode, or maybe straight to the point. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings, Harry Potter, and let's talk about the movies and the games and what we want from them and what previous games and things like that. That's gonna make a great episode. God of War, dude.
Yes,
God of War.
I'm so
glad. I want to be Kratos, dude. I can do it. I got the beard. When I have my hair even shorter, I'm gonna cosplay as Kratos,
dude,
bro.
I was gonna tell you that should be your first fucking cosplay.
Yes, dude. You could be the boy. You could be the boy. He'll be the boy, and I'll be Kratos. Yeah.
I'm your son.
Boy. Yeah. Yeah, you're a little...
You know what?
You're like a pudgy boy. You're like a pudgy boy. PB. PB is what we call you, dude. Hey, yo. PB. PB juice box. Instead of boy, it's PB.
So I think that's actually really dope, and we should do that.
No information whatsoever. Yeah. I wonder if anything comes out after we're done recording this.
Actually, the best information that we got from this is actually confirming that we're gonna get a game.
Yes,
and I think that's one big thing that I was watching a lot of the pre-launch reveal or whatever you want to call it, pre-showcase.
Yeah,
a lot of people were like, "Damn, can we get a God
something
of War,
with God of War?"
Please?
This and that. Yeah,
I saw a couple GTAs, but there was a lot more.
I saw a lot of GTA.
There was a lot more.
They're not gonna announce anything GTA yet. They just announced that they're doing an enhanced version.
Yeah,
they're not announcing.
Honestly, though, this brings me a lot of excitement.
Yeah, dude.
And if I had no other information besides the Miles Morales Spider-Man, that would be like, dude, I gotta get the PlayStation.
Colder than a witch's tit, nipples hard as hell. Yeah. AK bullets.
You know what I'm saying? Big
see, this is another thing where I go back to the what we were talking about, the PS Plus at launch, all the PS4 games. This is where I want 1, 2, and 3, PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, because I want to play all the God of Wars, dude. Yeah. I've only played, I think, 1, man, and I emulated it on my PC. It's not the same. I mean, when it's still cool. Don't get me wrong, but I want to do the real thing.
Yeah, I've had some God of Wars too. Like, and honestly, it's one of those things. It was such a big franchise. I'm glad they're adding to it. Yeah. I'm glad they're bringing it into a new system with a lot of, especially what excites me, because if you've ever played a lot of the God of Wars, there was a lot of background shit.
Which the last one? Oh my god, looked amazing.
There's actually a scene where you're like in a shipwreck and you're trying to climb up to get to the other side before it fucking sinks.
You know what I think I'm gonna do? Here's what I have to say to Sony. Like, check it out. This is what you're forcing me to do. Okay, I want to play Ragnarok, but I haven't played the latest God of War because I don't have a PS4, right? I want to catch up on the old God of Wars, but I can't because you're not releasing them anywhere. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to emulate the God of War 1, 2, 3, and all that. I'm going to have to emulate all of them, then play, which don't quote me on this, but I believe I heard that the previous God of War for PS4 is going to be remastered or ported over to PS5. So I'll be able to play that one, and then I'll be able to play Ragnarok. But I'm going to have to, I can't play it on your system because you're not giving me the backwards compatibility. So I'm going to have to emulate it on PC.
You just also lost business right there.
You lost it because honestly, I probably would have paid for it. because I'm that big
have.
of a fan. I love mythology, Greek mythology and stuff like that. I would have paid for it. Yeah. Or if you bundle it, I'll even pay for it.
Do a limited edition, like a Master Chief collection for Halo that he never played with me. That would actually be really dope. Dude. If you guys did a special edition or like a Master God of War
Projekt edition, and the cover is me and my beard with PB over here.
Yeah, you fucking asshole. You know that's gonna stick, and everybody's gonna start saying PB.
You know, man, a lot of shit coming in the forthcoming months, dude, and in the beginning of 2021 too, dude. From Xbox to PlayStation to even Switch. Even though Switch is a lot more like just ports and remasters, there's still a lot coming though. You know, the Series X and the S is coming on November 10th. Then 2 days later, the PS5 is coming.
Which they're smart on that end, but they just don't have nothing at launch that excites me.
And then all of these different games coming for each console, which a lot more coming for PlayStation than anything coming for Xbox, really, if you think about it. But I mean, Switch is killing it right now. To be honest,
that's also why they could afford the 2 days later, and they don't try to drop it the same. Yeah,
because they're dropping so many games. It's still so close together though. But something that I am stoked about, which we haven't really got to talk about too much, and I'm just going to touch on it briefly, is I already pre-ordered my Super Mario 3D All Stars, which comes with a 64, Sunshine, and Galaxy. Which
and you did a poll on our Instagram too. I did, right? Like what games you would want to play in what order.
Yeah, and I think or was that the comment one? I think that was the comment one. The poll was if you pre-ordered, and surprisingly, got more votes than yes. More people did not pre-order than people that did. But it wasn't by I don't think it was by a lot, but it was by enough. You know what I mean?
I think Dad's Game commented on that. Jar of Retro commented
it was the comment. Where's mixed? We got mixed emotions on that, the whole thing as a whole. You know what I mean? But I'm stoked because I just want to be able to play it on my Switch. Everybody can have different opinions, and that's fine, you know?
Which again, that's okay. So
that's coming this week, by the way.
Yeah, that's
this episode. It's coming. Oh, shit. No, that's coming out.
The day
after this episode, it's already out. It'll already be out. While you're watching this right now, it's out. We're playing it right now. The me in the future is playing it right now.
You can play this in the background as you're loading up and everything like that.
Yeah, exactly.
So a
dude.
big thing, see, and here's the issue, right? Or not an issue, but here's my my struggle, right? In November next month, obviously all the Christmas, if you're smart, you're gonna start all your Christmas shopping and everything, depending on how you get paid, whatever, blah blah. I might just spoil myself this year and not get anybody else shit. I'm sorry, but
it's a selfish year, you guys. It
is. We got
really
PlayStation.
Man.
We got PlayStation dropping in November. We got Xbox dropping in November.
All these new Switch games coming out.
Or ports. And I want to play. I want to play some of those Switch games. But do I buy?
We'll get
a Switch, right?
We'll get to it.
Do I buy a Switch?
Yep.
Do I wait for a Switch Pro?
Yep. We're gonna get to that in just a sec. But before we get to that, I want to run down this little list here. Super Mario 3D All Stars. By the time this episode comes out, I believe it's already released. I pre-ordered. Yes, it is. It'll be coming Friday. Pikmin 3 Deluxe is coming October 20th. If you're a Pikmin fan, 30th. My bad. 30th. If you're a Pikmin fan, loving it, right?
Yeah. We actually had some really good VGM Pikmin music that you had released on one of those.
Yes, dude. I need to do more Pikmin. I just did a Kirby one. There'll probably be by the time this episode comes out, there'll probably be one more VGM after this Kirby one. I'll probably do another one this weekend.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, the second installment for the Hyrule Warriors game, coming November 20th, right around Thanksgiving and everything. And then
Super Mario 3D World
plus Bowser's Fury, which is a game mode or another game. We're not quite sure. It's bundling with 3D World. We don't quite know what it is. They showed a very, very small little teaser trailer. That's coming February 12th, 2021. And there's all kinds of games that I'm not listing in this too.
Instead of getting your girl, your significant other, whoever you're into, what you're into, on Valentine's, just buy yourself
something, man. Do it for you, man.
And then and Valentine's.
I got a good one, dude. PSA to all the women that don't. Okay, first of all, PSA to all the women that don't like gamers. All right, let me put this in perspective for you, real quick. Okay, if you've got a gamer boyfriend, you know what he's doing, where he's doing it, and who he's doing it with almost all the time. He's at home. He's playing games. Yeah. He's either playing games by himself, playing games with his boys. You know what I mean? He's not really, well, I mean, not all gamers are not going out. Some gamers are going out and still doing things. But if you're a gamer, a real hardcore gamer, you're at home. Yeah. You're chilling. You're not going out. You're not cheating. You're not clubbing. Not that you can really in this climate anyway. But you know what I mean? You're not doing, right? You know what I mean? You're here. You're there. Support your gamer boyfriend. Or if you're a gamer girlfriend, whatever.
And honestly, shout out to all the gamer girls, dude. There's tons of them.
Yes.
And I'm glad they're actually starting to get more light, and they deserve it for the ones that are actually playing to actually play.
The ones that aren't using their bodies to attract gamer guys.
Dude,
and the gamers that are gamer girls that are actually gamers.
Like honestly, I've seen a lot of it. I've seen a lot of it on TikTok. I've seen a lot of it like on different platforms, right?
Yep.
Where people are like, they actually meet their significant others playing like a World of Warcraft, playing like a Mario game.
Yes, because which is the opposite of me. I actually lost a significant other to another fucking guy in a game. So you know what I mean? Let me just shit on myself before somebody digs that up at some point when this podcast gets bigger. I'll just tell you now.
I really did. I didn't do that intentionally.
Shout out to her. No, me and her are actually, I mean, we're not cool or anything. Like, we don't talk, but I don't have any bad blood. You know what I mean? Yeah. She actually did. I'm not going to air her out, all right? She did do that. But she did it in a. She did it in. I won't air the whole personal thing out because she is a gamer herself and everything. So there is a small chance that she'll stumble upon this. She did leave me for another guy in World of Warcraft. At that,
watch that be the one episode that she starts watching.
This is the only episode she watches, and it's this one. You know what I mean? Shit. She did leave me for a guy in World of Warcraft. No shame, it happened. I'll just put it out there. But you know what?
That kind of contradicts what you just said about.
It does. She went about it in a nice way, in the most respectable way, respectful way that you could, and I guess some may consider it cheating, but she did let me know before she cheated. But I guess it's still cheating, right? Because she was sharing an emotional connection. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she was like, "Hey, check it out. This kind of happened. I met this dude, and this is what's happening." But so shout out to her. Thanks for ruining my fucking life for a few months there. No, I'm just kidding. We rekindled our relationship a long time ago, and we made it all good and whatever. But you brought up the new Switch, this rumored Switch Pro, which now check this out. It's rumored, right? Still, but there's some sources that have some solid information. Nintendo's telling developers, make your games in 4K. Make your games 4K ready.
Oh shit.
If they're telling developers to get their games 4K ready, it's pretty self-explanatory about what's happening.
Where the direction this is going.
I'm going to call it right now, 100%, which we've talked about a million times. We have rumors. A 4K Switch is coming in 2021. I guarantee.
Which would be like a Switch Pro model or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. I guarantee it. So that's where I know Dad can came. What the?
Clearly he can if he's a dad, right?
Dad can game.
Right. I called him Daddy last time. You called him.
Exactly. Dad can game. No, I know. I'm saying it. He just bought a Switch recently, so shout out to him. Either way, I'm glad that I got my Switch. He's probably glad that he's got his, and then sometime in the future, probably get the 4K model too, because he's a collector. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's where I say. Normally, I would tell you, get a Switch, bro. Get it. They're not that expensive. So many games that we like to play, we play here together. You could play at home, and we could play online, but we just can't talk to each other because Nintendo needs to fix their shit.
Which I want to start streaming.
But
so
now,
that's one thing
exactly.
That I need to,
but now I'm going to tell you, wait.
I'm gonna hold off because if that is, and then like you also got to think too, like games like that are getting like a remasters, or you get into Bowser's Fury like on the 12th and stuff like that.
Those are all games that you haven't got to play.
Yeah, and that's something that I want to
get to play.
I want to get back into my Nintendo roots, especially
where
because
you have someone like
this
is a perfect example of where it does work, where remasters work and ports do work. Like you have someone like me that is complaining that Nintendo's got too many ports, that Switch has become like a port machine. But then you have someone like Juice who hasn't had the chance to play all of those from the Wii and the Wii U or something that are getting ported over. That'll be your chance to like for you would be
Switch because
like,
this is cool. Nintendo because they're so for the people. Maybe they should just send us a couple different ports
just do it.
To try it out.
Yeah, just fucking send them our way, dude. Nintendo and Side Project collaboration.
We'll drop the PO box soon.
Before we get out of here, I just want to say a couple things real quick. So we both know we are both going with the Xbox Series X. We've already confirmed that. We are going to do it. We are going to get a PS5 as well, both of us. But the question comes down to this. With the X, we're getting the X. That's self-explanatory. It's a physical version, this and that. I'm getting the X 100%. Now, with the PS5, Physical edition $499, competing with the X. Digital edition $399, not really competing with much. I guess you can kind of say it's only $100 less, competing with itself. I guess.
Does it cost that much to put a disc drive in? Like what the fuck?
$100 less, yeah, I guess so. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do for the PS5? Are you getting the physical? Or do you think you're gonna go with the digital?
Actually, dude, like previous to us recording this episode, I was talking to Mas Mateo about this, and this is something that I have always wanted to have the option. I feel that with digital, you're limiting yourself and not having the option to have the physical copy. But then he brought up a point where he was saying you could always just buy a physical copy and
have it if you want to collect it,
unsealed,
but then you're buying it twice.
Yeah, so there's, there's that.
There's a financial issue wherever your finances are at.
Again, if I hit the lottery, that's all out the window, and I'm just gonna spend my money recklessly.
Yes,
but
100%.
I honestly think that I'm gonna go with the PlayStation. Be able to have the option. I want to be
for the physical.
I'm gonna go for the physical.
See, that's what I was.
I'm more of a physical guy, not so much like an OnlyFans digital guy.
Yeah, I like. You know what I'm saying? Before we pressed record and we were talking to ourselves when we were setting everything up, I was saying the same thing too. Like I kind of was thinking I kind of want to go with the digital version for the PlayStation 5, but then I started thinking like, shit though, dude. Like, what if I want to, let's say like an example, the same example I gave you, just a random example, okay? Mortal Kombat comes out, Mortal Kombat 11. I'm playing it, I'm digging it, I'm liking it, whatever. And then this is a true story, by the way. And then couple months, 2 months down the line, I lose interest because there's nothing that's holding me on. There's no DLC that I'm like really want. I got to keep paying extra for DLC. That's way too much. This and that. I didn't really like it. So what if I want to get rid of that that Mortal Kombat game, right? Yeah. And then someone like you comes along who's looking for a Mortal Kombat but doesn't want to pay full price. Yeah. And let's say I'm selling it for 30, 35. You come along, you're like, fuck, I'll fucking take that. You grab that 30, 35 bucks, you got your Mortal Kombat, you go in, you slide it in there and you play it. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that if you have a digital. And you're buying everything at full price, 100%.
And again, something else that was my issue with having like a digital
storage.
It's the storage problem.
Yes, you're going to be buying extra hard drives or expansions or some sort.
You got to. Yeah. I think even what I'm going to do with these systems is something that I didn't bring up to you. Yeah. I think I'm going to, like, whatever system I'm on, there's just going to be certain games that I'm going to buy a separate hard drive because I don't want my memory to be affected by it. Like, for
I think example, this time I might do it too.
Call of Duty,
because
I'm going to buy a separate Call of Duty
dude.
hard drive
Jesus
for it.
Christ.
Because I don't want it to be affected at all. But that's my issue with...
you can even buy just like a 250 gig just for Call of Duty.
And they're getting... That's the thing, though. Between the physical and the digital, I believe in PlayStation, it's almost like half the fucking memory, right?
Yeah, it is.
So that's a big issue for me.
Problem.
If all my games are going to be digital downloads, which it shouldn't take as much space, but then you got to think like expansion packs, DLCs,
exactly,
custom stuff you want to do on there. Watch YouTube, watch P2.
Exactly, P2.
Because I'm not gonna say the full thing.
But those things take up very minimal storage on your stuff. But still something. If you're playing Call of Duty, every little megabyte and gigabyte and everything matters. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I get what you're saying. But you guys let us know. You know what I mean? Let us know what you think. What did you like about the showcase? What didn't you like? Are you stoked about the prices? What are you gonna do? There's so many things coming out. Are you pre-ordering stuff? How are you getting all the money? Are you selling your body on the side? What are you doing? Let us know. Thank you guys for watching, for liking, for commenting, for sharing, for subscribing over on the YouTubicals. If you're not subscribed, youtube.com/SideProject Podcast to subscribe. Go down, hit that big red button. It goes, oh, PS5, oh, Xbox, oh, Nintendo Switch. And you get 100 project points. Thank you guys for listening on Apple, on Google, on Spotify, and all those beautiful things that you listen on. And also, when you rate and review us, it really helps us out. Thumbs up this video. Hit the little bell like Juice says all the time. Get the notifications. Oh, Juice, let them know where they can find you, man.
Captain_JuiceBox.
That's right. And if you're looking for me...
It's actually the same on TikTok, and I've been trying to get a lot more active on there, too.
Oh, yeah. Follow him on TikTok, too, you guys. Hey, check this out. If you're looking for me, you can find me at IG Hates Chazzy. And if you're looking for us as a whole, you can find us at
the
Side Project Podcast on Instagram. Oh, Juice. Hit him with the pistols, man.
I'm going to go with the long strokes today.